Even though it's relatively new, and I mean in the grand scheme of things, esports already has plenty of established conventions. Whether it's the current meta in a MOBA or callouts on a CSGO map, there are plenty of lines drawn up by those who came before you. There's even folk wisdom, like don't chase singed. But what happens when you decide to color outside of the lines and throw conventional wisdom away? Listen, it's not always pretty, but when it works, this skill expression can be mind-blowing.
What is this?
What in the world is
This is some tech, man. This is
They got the A wall here and boosted him up onto the doorway. Okay.
no one expects.
What is the plan here? Is it's gonna be a flash.
Oh my God! Strike is cheeky.
So we thought, why not take a look at the players pushing the boundaries of creativity? That's right, today's list is all about the meta maestros unleashing an artistic assault, the most creative plays in esports. Everyone loves getting gifts on their birthday, but very few have the will to sing happy birthday to themselves. Havoc, a Skullgirls player, had no such hang-up at the Canopian Brawl, and thanks to a character in-game called Big Band, he was able to flex his creative muscles.
I've never cackled that hard in my life.
God.
My chest hurts.
In tag or assist fighters, a happy birthday is when you catch an opponent's assist character in a combo. They gave you a gift, so it's time to celebrate. And boy, this is one creative celebration.
Let's see if Havoc can bring this back.
It almost has 5 meters. This is actually terrifying. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. That's not gonna kill, but that's... that kill. I didn't think that would kill.
I've never cackled that hard in my life.
God.
My chest hurts.
Practicing how to play Happy Birthday during a mid-match figurative Happy Birthday super combo is an incredible commitment to creativity. And yeah, just in case you're wondering, there are plenty of other tracks out there. Let's be real, most of the time in esports, players just get right into the action. But sometimes there are those rare breaks where the two sides maneuver for position or just do nothing.
Circling and circling and circling and circling, circle in your circle some more.
Maybe it's just an abnormal moment of calm in the storm of violence, and sometimes the charade goes on for a while, until someone decides to end it. During the 2018 season playoffs quarterfinals, the LA Gladiators were facing off against the London Spitfire on King's Row. The Gladiators decided that they were just going to try to waltz up to the high ground, and the Spitfire seemed fine just to hold the point.
We're going to say on point. Okay, go, Holto. Careful trap, careful trap. Trap. Remember, back. Go, keep going. Careful, let me chill. We don't perch. They're on point. Careful. Nice. I go hold there. Keep going.
That is until the violence started.
Okay, walk in. Yeah. Okay. We drop from perch to point. Keep going. Goose call it. Mind that. Hey, 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah. I'm speeding. Yeah. Someone rush on point. Rush point. We don't want to wait. I got being short ball switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time. Closer drops down, and it's a day at the shooting range for Lane Roberts. The Canadian superstar unloads on the Spitfire, and they get completely smashed. Sometimes, Matt, the best laid plans fail, but not this one. Big flank from the Gladiators, and they let loose the Widow at just the right time.
Surefour chilling in spawn until the time is right to shoot the Spitfire down is definitely not something you'll see every day. I guess that's why this one became known as the Great Bamboozle. You remember the first time you played Ness in Smash Brothers and realized he had to hit himself for mobility? It was a cool feeling, but not as cool as this.
The bomb attack. What is that sorcery?
At Ultimate Fighting Arena 2019, Vin showed the crowd that if you got a bomb, you've got a way to speed up, and he went hella fast.
My God, so interesting right now. The back end, Mr. R is off stage. The bomb not yet again. Mr. There, Mr. R running at him. Obviously doesn't want any kind of distance, not getting hit by many projectiles, but Vince managing to keep up that distance. Oh. The high jump fair, beating the Nair right there. The bomb attack. What is that sorcery? What is this sorcery? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Vins went straight at him with the help of a bomb, and the creative timing paid off. But probably don't try that at home. In a Dragon Ball game, you've gotta have the titular balls.
I am Shenron. I shall grant you any wish. Now speak.
Dragon Ball FighterZ does let you summon Shenron by collecting all of them, but you need to get a bit creative first.
There are two ways to collect them. You can either perform combos with specific lengths, meaning that you can do a 10-hit combo, 20-hit combo, so on and so on, up to 70 hits to fill out those 7 Dragon Balls, or you can perform auto combos, and each auto combo will grant you 1 random Dragon Ball.
Needless to say, it's not something that happens too often in pro play, but one of the most hyped sets of the early days of Dragon Ball featured Goichi and Leffen and, yeah, the big green machine.
Watch the super dash. Oh my god, the patience from Goichi. I cannot believe he would not crack in those situations.
And this might be a problem right now because if he gets 3 bars, yes, hard knockdown at least coming. No, he's just going to go for 1-2. Going to go for the extension. But he goes for the reset, and Goichi is not fighting. Goichi does not fight on the reset, and that's a dead 21.
Yo,
coming up real quick. He got the Dragon Ball! Oh my god!
Make the wish!
He did it!
Bring him back!
Bring
somebody
Sal.
back! Bring him back!
Bring him back in!
Wow, no
No,
ally?
he wants the extra sparking. I can't hate on that, but at the same time,
No
I
ally?
can't help but feel like he would want the ally or the extra health.
Like I said, the rest of the set was hype too, and it's worth watching the whole thing.
This is crazy that Goichi is that poised right now. So is Leffen. They are so calm right now with only 30 seconds on the timer.
Wow!
Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness!
Yes!
Hold up! Oh my god!
How does he
Hold on,
connect?
hey,
How does he do that?
Oh, he's still chasing!
Yes!
He's trying to jump out the corner!
And all the excitement nearly killed Yipes' voice, who probably needed to get Shenron to bring him back to life.
Yo, can I get water?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you real quick.
Give me some water, please.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, most of the time when something falls, we know the path it's going to take. We all know how gravity works. But what if you could just instantly change direction while in motion? Ponder no longer, since Nukia put on a truly astounding aerial dance routine.
I heard the Ray's ult and I instantly understood because I killed the guy on triple and I knew that he's gonna come out from lamps.
In a Valorant Stage 1 Challengers match, Nukia decided that getting hit by an anti-air rocket was not a thing he wanted.
Is he the playmaker that gets G2 into this round again?
Oh
wow, God. Just aerial movements. This guy's a gymnast. Nukia with lethal gymnastics is taking down another.
Not only did the blast pack get him out of the way, it kept him alive to be able to secure the ace, since the earned kill gets him yet another grenade. Most of the time, it's not hard to find Reinhardt. He's huge, he's got a rectangle strapped to his arm, and he's always talking about how old he is. But that doesn't mean he can't still mix things up and catch you off guard.
And instead, they just match Blizzard with Blizzard and create a huge confused fight. Is this
cart.
going to be a flanking shatter?
They used the cart, they have no idea. They used the cart to get all the way around them with the ice wall. Oh, the shatter! Cloudy, the creativity, the big brain plays. I don't know if it's David Pay or I don't know if it's the Gladiators, but they are making it work.
With a little help from Mei, LH Cloudy gets the nasty flank shatter and the full team wipe. The cart needed to be in that spot for it to work, but he seized the opportunity. Competitive Starcraft has always had its rules. That doesn't mean that you can't break them. But Scarlet knew the rules, and in her game against Bomber at Red Bull Battlegrounds New York in 2013, she chose the right moment to go off-road. At the 30-minute mark, and with the map mostly mined out, Scarlet realized Bomber didn't have what he needed to scan for burrowed units. So she evolved Burrow on her Banelings and gave his Marines a nasty surprise.
Marcus, Burrow is done. That means burrowed Banelings are going to be huge here, Scarlet. Losing control a little bit. With the lift there. This could be it.
Bomber can't afford to scan, so those oh god, the burrowed Banelings are huge. They're just over to the right a little bit more. Bring him out. Bait him. He's trying to bait. Oh my god! Oh my god! A perfect detonation. What we all expect to see when that kind of thing happens. Chasing the Medivacs back in. There's some Banelings here to reinforce as well, but that was
what a game!
Huge.
What a game!
As a Zerg player, you often think hard about committing valuable resources to let your units burrow, especially if those units, well, die when they attack. In this case, though, it was clear it was well worth it.
But Scarlet on the regroup is...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god, the crowd at their feet! Scarlet, the most incredible game juice.
Sometimes you need an option now and you have to use whatever is at hand. And in CS, sometimes that means you need a flash, but all you have is a gun. But that hasn't stopped players from faking a flash using their sidearm, like the classic swag move on ESEA LAN against Kenny S. A pistol is one thing, but what about one of the most expensive weapons in the game? For that, Simple's play at ESL 1 New York has you covered.
Nitro does have a Molotov and another smoke, so it could be really rough for Simple to actually get through this. He's gonna throw the AWP in. Oh my god! Simple, what is happening?
What even is that?
Talk about creativity at its finest.
What you've basically done to everyone playing CounterStrike for the next 3 weeks is everyone is going to be throwing AWPs over walls now. Thanks for that.
It was just like fake, you know? He's like, what the f is going on?
One unique dimension of esports is that, unlike chess, many games give you incomplete information, like the fog of war in League of Legends. But this also means that we get tools like Ash's enchanted crystal arrow and moments like this.
Rux doesn't actually have to stop pushing right now. They can delay the recalls. The arrows. Look at the arrow. He can teleport.
He's gonna stop it. He stopped Duke, which means they can push. It's now on Wolf. It's a teleport coming in for Smith and Colonel. How much more can be done?
And watch him in right now.
Prey's arrow didn't kill a full health Duke, of course, but it just needed to stop the teleport as his team pushed the advantage. But the wild thing about this play is that it looks like Duke actually did try to dodge the arrow, but that Prey was aiming where he thought Duke would move. I guess when you have a brush that is also a massive enchanted piece of razor sharp ice, the entire map can be your canvas. So there we have it. Did you feel inspired by the creativity? Is Simple your new muse? Let us know if there's something that we left off the list, and we'll catch you next time. That's right, today's Listed is all about the meta maestros unleashing an artistic assault, the most creative plays in esports.
Am I wrong? Is it pronounced maestros?
Yeah, it's maestros.
I think you were saying maestro. Yeah, I caught that too. I just didn't want to feel like it.
Nice, maestro.